Hello, and welcome to Demon Interviews, episode 71. I'm your host, Springy.
Well, I'm just going to cosplays.
We can finally see him! After fucking like 30 episodes, we can see him! And joining us today is our very special guest.
What's up, guys? My name is Ben, aka Devsynchro.
Woo!
Woo!
And now we go on to the fun part of the thing where we ask super serious questions.
Cheetos.
Already heard of before. Would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
Cheetos. Definitely Cheetos. I'm not physical at all. Just give me a bag and I'll be okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I get that. It's weird. Like, I'm not going like this anymore. It's weird.
All right,
my chiropractor's gonna be so happy.
All right, now let's start off with the first question, which is talk about your tag Toku Nexo. How'd you come up with it, and what was your inspiration for it? Explain what your tag is.
So Toku Nexo is an original character tag that I started. Pretty much from the inspiration of the Hogwarts Professor tag. After its big success, I was also a part of that. Pretty much all I wanted to do was share my love of tokusatsu, which is a Japanese genre of media, and I honestly did not expect the attention and like interest that it gotten. I literally started thinking that it's just going to be me and two of my friends and probably like three other people that happen to see it on the For You page. But it's grown so big that I had to invite everybody to my Discord server so we can just start talking to each other. Pretty much it's just right now, tokusatsu is a big genre, so it covers a lot of things. Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, most people know. Or the Japanese counterpart, which is Super Sentai. Ultraman, people might know. Gridman is on Netflix. And Godzilla. Godzilla, surprising to everyone, is tokusatsu. But right now we're just focusing on Kamen Rider. And we're just creating a story. Dragon Kirito, one of our members, has started this amazing arc. And we're just about to finish this lovely story that he began. And it's just a lot of fun getting together with people that like Kamen Rider and tokusatsu in general and creating this story and having fun with everybody.
Awesome.
So, a question that's actually not on the list, for once, I'm going to be saying. It's magical when I actually think of a question that's not on the list. What is your favorite season of Kamen Rider? Because, I have to ask.
It has to be X-Aid. I've had, from the beginning, it's always been changing, but it started with Wizard, which was my first one, and it was amazing. Den-O was interesting, but as soon as I started, and Drive was wonderful, but X-Aid just touches my heart deeper because I studied game development, and so to see a Kamen Rider series about video games, and how it could save lives instead of destroy society, it was very interesting, and the story was really well told, and my guy Hiro Kagami is just the best sad boy ever.
My girlfriend is dead.
And we don't find out about it until like episode 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love X-Aid. X-Aid has a special place in my heart, which is why the character I chose for Toku Nexo is Kamen Rider Brave.
Mm-hmm.
And for context, for the few people who are watching, Kamen Rider Brave is from the season of Kamen X8 for the 5 people who are watching.
Yeah, he's the blue one.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird that
Next
doesn't hard.
question. What do you think is the biggest misconception about you and/or your cosplays or characters?
The biggest misconception, and I've been receiving comments about this for the past, ever since I started Toku Nexo. It's just, we're doing this because we have nothing else. No, we're doing this because we enjoy tokusatsu, and we finally have someone that started this platform that allowed us to share this love and joy over something that we love. And before Toku Nexo, me and my friends used to talk about it. It's like, there's not a lot of people, there's not a lot of people, there's not a lot of people. But once I started, again, I was surprised about how many people were going to join, how many people were interested, how many people wanted to ask about Kamen Rider. So for people to think that we're just doing this because we have nothing else is disrespectful, especially because we're not the only people that do it. Just because this is tokusatsu, not a lot of people know about it, but you have all these other people cosplaying as, you know, Boku no Hero Academia or Naruto or Demon Slayer most recently. They don't get as well, they probably do, but like, it's not as prominent hate as we get it, because ours is a little more unknown. So
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the support that everybody gives each other on this in this tag. Like Dragon Kirito, again, big shout outs to him. He made a video about the comments he was getting, and everybody jumped into that because they were getting the same kind of thing. And for him to spread light into that and to tell them, like, there's nothing wrong with what we're doing, nothing wrong at all. It was really cool of him, and I really appreciated that support.
Awesome. Oh, yeah,
So what's next?
So the next question is, let's say you have the unlimited funds, so on, so forth, whatever.
Right.
What canon character would you choose to cosplay?
Well, I'm already sort of making payments to make the Kamen Rider Brave costume, like the actual hero. For those of you that are watching and don't know what I'm talking about, you know how Power Rangers, there's a teenager and then it transforms into the heroes in spandex. I'm getting the spandex. I'm making payments for someone to make the spandex. But aside from that, that's a good question. Oh, I would probably get the costume for Kamen Rider Vulcan Assault Wolf 4. The color scheme for that is really, really cool. Like, the first form was white and blue, but when he transforms into this one, it's a little darker. There's a little more purple. There's a little more black. And I really enjoyed that all the color scheme covers the whole body instead of his first form.
Yeah, I get that.
Next question. What was the best compliment you've ever gotten?
So the best compliment I ever gotten was not from Toku Nexo. It was when I was part of the Hogwarts Professor tag. I did a scene where I was confronting not a villain, but like sort of a hated character. So I don't know what possessed me when I made this video, but I was very flamboyant, very wispy, very like, girl, you better stop, kind of, you know. And everybody in the comment section was amazing. They were just like, they were cheering me on like I was a drag queen on a cat show, and I felt so proud. Like I did something so good. It was just amazing to see like the compliments and all the joy that everyone had from my one video that I was not expecting to be that way.
Awesome.
Nice.
So the next question is, who is your favorite original character to dress up as and or act as?
My favorite original character, it would have to be my Hogwarts professor. His name is Professor Dex. A little backstory on him. I started him just as a student. I bought a Ravenclaw costume uniform off a whim. You know, I saw it on eBay and I was just like, I need that, so I bought it. And I started making TikTok videos. It wasn't a character. It was just me in a Hogwarts uniform, enjoying all of the Hogwarts audio. And then I decided to turn him into a character with his twin brother and Hogwarts professor. The tag happened, and so I turned him into a professor. And with his interactions with the other professors, he was learning how to be more of an adult because he was a new teacher. That was the story. He was a new teacher. This was his first year teaching, and all of these other teachers have been there for years already. So he was learning how to be more adult, more making like hard decisions, doing what's right for not just yourself, but for the students. And one character in particular, he was played by TikTok creator Ryan Orion. His name is Professor Rain. He was the person that taught Professor Dex the sass, which is how I became so flowy and attitude-full, kind of. So it was great for me to be able to express myself freely without having to worry about like restrictions, like your character has to be this certain way. Luckily for me, I was a new character, so I was always developing, so it was really cool to be really free.
Awesome.
Awesome. Next question, who from TikTok would you like to do a collab with IRL?
Oh, that's a long list. That is a really long list. But like, if I had to choose one person, and I'm pretty sure you get this all the time, I would have to say Bucket Brown. Bucket Brown is one of the best cosplayers, if not the best cosplayers. No offense to all the other cosplayers on TikTok. She puts so much effort and love into her creations and characters that she does, even their originals and like the altered versions. Like she puts her heart and soul into each and every single one of those, and she makes all those videos like perfect to each character, but still able to show like, I am Bucket Brown. This is just a character kind of thing. And sometimes like out of cosplay, her seeing her like put in all that work and love into what she does is just so inspirational. So to meet her in person would be a dream, but to collab with her in cosplay would be amazing, especially considering like I said, she puts so much work into hers, and I'm literally just looking through my closet seeing what fits.
There's a mood.
Yeah. So now I have to do the stereotypical YouTube thing that you're hitting every single YouTube video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, well, maybe just questions or comments for our lovely guests here, put them in the comments below. If they ever come back to the show, we will ask them your questions. So now the actual question that's from the listy over here. Is there any new original characters that you're planning to do that you're able to tell us about?
Not unfortunately, not currently. I'm not a big cosplayer. I only do cosplays for franchises that I really care about, or tags on TikTok that like pique my interest. For example, Harry Potter was easy. I've been in love with Harry Potter for so long, so to create an original character like him was really, really good. And then Kamen Rider, that was literally by accident. And as I've been explaining this whole episode, it literally was by accident. I literally just put this on and thought, this is blue. My character's blue. Let's make it a character.
Yeah.
So, but beyond that, this year I'm going to be going to 3 main cons, and at each of them, as I said earlier, I'm buying a Kamen Rider, the spandex costume, and I will be hopefully by then, because they say it'll be ready by May. So hopefully by then I will have it, my costume. One of them is Ranger Stop Atlanta in June. The other one is More Phenomenal Expo in Texas in October. And the big dream, Power Morph Con, the biggest Power Ranger convention, only happens every 2 years. I will hopefully be going to San Diego for that, and I will be showing off my Kamen Rider cosplays in those conventions.
Awesome.
Nice. Awesome. So, next question. What is the one thing that people want to know about your OCs?
The one thing people want to know about our OCs, because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that gets it, is just what show is this from? What are those belts? What do those belts do?
Yeah, that's what I get asked at whenever I do like a writer cosplay at a con. They ask, "What's that thing on your waist?"
What is that thing?
Like one old guy said.
What is that thing over there?
One old guy was
like, what is this? Why is it so gaudy and
that makes
neon?
noise and spend a lot of money on it. That's what it is.
It wasn't too expensive, but to answer just real quickly to answer that question, Kamen Rider is as I said, tokusatsu Japanese TV show. If you know Power Rangers, there is a Japanese counterparts where they get all the action shows. Spoilers. All the action scenes are taken from their Japanese counterpart called Super Sentai, and Super Sentai is shown in the same hour block as Kamen Rider, and for every iteration of Super Sentai, there is a different iteration of Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
This is Kamen Rider X8. This is the Gamer Driver. This is how they transform.
Yeah.
And each season has a different kind of belt. If you check out my TikTok, I have 3 characters. One doesn't even have a belt. He transforms using a gun. So each season is different, and it's a really good show. It's tailored more to young adults, older teenagers, because it's very dark. It's very heavy, very emotional.
It depends on the season, which episode you're on.
Yeah, it depends. It really depends. Because, right now I'm watching the newest season, which is 01, and it's some of the episodes are very, cartoony, very animated, very, speed, fast, and, funny, but, there are moments where it really gets dark. As Scar Cosplay referred earlier, someone's girlfriend dies. Someone's girlfriend dies, someone's dog dies, some people do die in Kamen Rider. So it's like I said, it's
randomly.
they come back, or they're spirits that tell them, it's like, you can do this, and then they get this, superpower, and it's all great. It's all great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So the next question is coming from a past guest, a Shannon Carruthers.
Okay.
Let's say you're going to be in a movie. You're going to be the star of a movie. Who would you want your co-star to be? It can be anybody in the world. Doesn't have to be an actual actor. It doesn't have to be somebody from TikTok. Just anybody in the world. And what genre would it be?
It would most likely be my best friend. His name is Darren. I've known him since 5th grade, and we have been nerds together since then. Like, he would used to come over at my house, play video games, play Dragon Ball Z. I would cry because I can't beat Frieza, but he would beat it in one try, and it's all terrible. And we grew up still nerds, and he left a couple of years ago, and then he came back, and while the time he was gone, that's when I discovered Kamen Rider. And then he came back, and we started talking about it. And he knew about Kamen Rider way before than I did, and apparently. So, and we've been talking about starting a YouTube series where we do sort of a Kamen Rider spin-off kind of thing, our own version of Kamen Rider X8. So, if we could be movie stars, it would definitely have to be with my best friend, and we would definitely do Kamen Rider. We would definitely do some kind of Kamen Rider, whether it be a new season or just like a spin-off movie or a different iteration of it, an American iteration. Like, Kamen Rider deserves since like day one.
Yeah.
Because we don't talk about Masked Rider.
But we do talk about Kamen Rider Dragon.
We don't talk about Masked Rider. Masked Rider, it hurts my heart. It really does. Ectophase activate. It hurts. It hurts.
He's not a ghost. He's not Danny Phantom.
He's not. He's an alien, and it was like power of water, power of light, something like that. And I'm just like, Kamen Rider Dragonite was actually not too bad for a early 2000s show for their first try of Kamen Rider. It was a really good effort, but we could do better.
Yeah. Just make CW do it, and it'll be fine.
No, CW did Dragonite, and again, we could do way better. Just let me do it.
I completely forgot this did
that. Next question. Do you have any future OCs planned for Toku Nexo?
I would love to. I would love to play more characters. There are, as you can imagine, with us reaching, what is it, the 20th, where we just passed the 20th anniversary of the Heisei Rider. So there's 20 Kamen Riders right there. We're starting a new generation with Reiwa. So that's 21 Kamen Riders, and that's just the season. So there's like probably 3 Kamen Riders in each season. So there's so many possibilities. If I could just get my hands on the belts, I would love to. But I'm already doing 3 characters. And I don't want to take away the chances to anybody else to play their favorite character, so I may not, but if I did, I would probably do, what's his name? Xeranos from Kamen Rider Den-O. He's he's like a more emotional, a more like expressive hero Kagami. So like I love him. He's great. Another sad boy.
You will just take them all and
If I could just take all of them and put them together. Just the saddest boy with the saddest story and just the best motivation to be the best Kamen Rider.
Fusion.
Ha!
Now I'm wondering what that would look like. Brave plus Zeronos.
All I know is the hair would always be down like this. It would like flail, like yes, like exactly like that, exactly like that. Like no smiling, really sad. Someone died. Actually, 5 people died, and 5 people died, and that's why he does what he does to memory of those 5 people. It would be amazing. No one would stop him.
Would that be a record? Like having 5 people die?
It's not the fact that 5 people died. It's the fact that 5 people died for you.
For you.
For you to be the best hero you can be. Nothing should stop you at that point. OP from episode 1.
Okay. So the next question is just going along with the Toku Nexo stuff. What are some of the roles that you hope get filled sooner rather than later? Like some writers that you want to see.
So this one's actually easy because, as I've said, we are reaching the end of our Decade and DN first arc, which, again, shout-outs to Dragon Kirito for starting that. That was amazing. We are already talking about our next arc, which is going to focus on the Dark Riders, the writers that aren't heroes, the ones that have a different purpose in the seasons. We have 3 of them. Scar Cosplay actually plays one of them. He is going to be our Evolt.
Fun fact: that came from a reuse of a version of an OC that I used for another role play during one of his character arcs when he went rogue. So.
Oh really? But yes, Scar Cosplay is going to be one of them. He's going to be Evolt. We do have a Gem as the doll he put away. We do have a Gem who will be playing that character. And we also have a Horobi, but as I said, we have 21 seasons of Kamen Rider to fill out. There are multiple Dark Riders that we can definitely fill in, that we have vacancies for. So if anybody wants to play, just hit me up on TikTok, Devsynchro8. Check out the hashtag TokuNexo. We should be starting it pretty soon, probably in the next month or so. So yeah.
Hopefully by then I have my Oma Geo driver.
Yeah, you could be Omazeo. Like, are you going to be just Omazeo? So you would just
I'm going to turn Geo 2, which is a form,
right,
and also the dude's name.
Okay.
That's why I was saying like he's going to be using mainly like Dark Rider watches.
Okay. So you would definitely be a Dark Rider, but I'm also doing one because Aruto does this has a form right now, actually part of the series at the moment, where he uses a Yes, I'm hopefully gonna be getting it within the next 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be using it, and I'm gonna turn dark. I'm gonna turn into a dark character. I'm gonna be having my own subplot with Horobi, and it's gonna.
I kind of maybe considering making a Thouser too, as well.
Yeah. Oh, dude, if someone could be Thouser, we could have like a Dark Rider like battling each other, and then battling the Nexo, and it's the story is good. The story would be too good.
I was thinking of him being like a mercenary, like because we all know Thouser's in it for the money, so
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But like more Deadpool instead of vice president or president.
More Deadpool.
More Deadpool.
Okay, wait, whose turn is it now? It's scarce.
I don't have much
Oh, you don't
other
have any more?
questions.
Oh, well then I'll just ask one more, then we'll show videos, and then we'll ask the final 3 ones, okay?
Okay. Sounds
So,
good.
this one's also from a past guest. His name is
Okay.
Mr. Zoom. It's a very long, very complicated question.
Okay.
Very serious question.
Ready.
Bacon? Question mark. Siri, I'm not
Excuse
talking to you!
Excuse me?
Bacon? Question mark.
Yes, absolutely. Bacon. People don't understand this. Bacon fixes all problems. I have seen it myself, actually. I have a friend who Twitch streams, and she was having this really sad day, and she ordered a Baconator from Wendy's, and that fixed everything. She felt immediately happy. I felt immediately happy. So bacon is absolutely necessary. I don't care what the vegetarians say. You can have your tofu. I don't want it. You can have your turkey. I don't want it. Bacon is pork. Pork, bacon is important.
My hair keeps on going to emo mode.
Duck boy, whose girlfriend did you kill?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Boy, you be either the best hero or the best anti-hero, then.
Okay, so now we'll show off some of your videos.
Oh,
Well,
God.
the thing's falling apart on my arm, and I hate it. I need more hot glue.
I don't like seeing my own stuff.
Oh, I feel you, buddy. But this is what the show's all about. So first, you gotta be seeing yourself,
Right.
because I have to do screen share.
Why? Okay, so just you can play it because there's no words. It's literally background music. So I care about you and all that. It was just
The video was playing throughout your entire speech, so I didn't hear anything.
Me neither.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so sorry. So the context to this video is the girl is my friend Megan, and she's actually on TikTok under Lego My Megu. Go ahead and check her out. She was having a bad day, and like we were texting each other, and so to make her feel better, I decided to put together like a bunch of a compilation of some of my favorite duets that I've done with her, because I've been duetting her since March, so I had a good collection. And the main form of this actually had words on top where I used TikTok's text to add words, and it was literally just to say like, hey, I know you're having a rough time. I support you through everything that you do, and I love you dearly, blah, blah, blah. It's going to get better. You're stronger than you are, stuff like that. It literally was just to cheer her up.
Oh, that's sweet.
That was awesome. And now we move on to the next video.
Oh no!
Ugh.
I am a sappy piece of emotions. Oh my god. So this was
Dead heart. Ugh.
So this was my okay. So as I said, I was a part of Hogwarts Professor, but there was a moment where I had an opportunity to join another tag as those characters, and I'm a person that like if I'm going to start something else, I want to finish the one before it. So I ended my story with this. I did one last battle. I did one last battle with one of the professors, and this was the ending. This was literally right after the battle. We just won, and I left, and I said goodbye. And if you can see the character on the right, I cried because that's how much Hogwarts Professor meant to me.
Aw.
Like I said, I'm a sad sack of fucking emotions, man.
I understand that.
Sad boy.
Fighting each other. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to join in. Why do you think? These people only get in the way of our main dish. Think of it this way. Would you rather have a clean dish with a nice steak, all tender and ready to eat, instead of 1, 2, 3, 10 bugs all around the plate, just making it less edible? Exactly. So, why don't we do them a favor and say the entire thing to ourselves? And
Oh man, I love this story so much. So these two are the main villains of the Tokunexo arc as it is right now. I play Kamen Rider DN, and this is Dragon Kirito. This is the guy that I keep mentioning. He's the one that started the new arc. He's freaking amazing. He's playing Kamen Rider Decade, and he is just murdering the game, and it's just amazing.
It looked awesome. Did you guys like prepare like what you're going to say beforehand, or was it he just talked and then you're like, okay, I have to line this up somehow?
Yeah, he made the video first, and then I just I think he realized sort of the way we do certain videos like this, like we just sort of guess what people are going to say and how long it's going to take, and then we leave that space.
Okay.
Like we sort of say it in our heads and then respond from there. And he did his part perfectly. So
Looked awesome.
thank you.
And boop.
Choose your character.
Now, I can explain why I am wearing the same sweater, okay? I was literally just doing Kamen Rider Brave videos right before this interview. As you can see, these are the two other characters I do for Tokunexo. Like I said, I would love to do more, but these guys are just so great, and I still have to develop their story. And then the other guy is, once again, Dragon Kirito doing his thing. This was his first character for the tag, and then he added Decade, and he's murdering both of them. Both characters have their own personality, and it's so good.
Awesome.
So good. Oh God.
This black guy keeps calling me the N-word. Say it for me. Fucking punk ass nigga bitch. I'll fuck your world up, nigga. Ho. I wish you would fuck with me, nigga. Please.
I think I do edit that one as Kyria, but I can't believe it.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that, and I very much appreciated that. So this was taken at our hotel room at our first convention. It was at Ranger Stop Atlanta, and this was their Ranger Stop Atlanta's first year, and we got free tickets from one of the Power Rangers, actually. So we decided to take a trip, literally 30 minutes down from where I live, and we were in costume. We were getting ready to head out for the day for the convention, and being addicted to TikTok like I was like, you know what? We should do one together. So that was my best friend. That was the friend that I was talking about, the friend that I've had since 5th grade. He would be the guy that I would do the video with. This was his first TikTok. He hasn't done any on-camera stuff. He's really good at editing, but he hasn't done a lot of on-camera stuff. So for him to play that part perfectly, it was great. It was a good experience.
That's awesome. So, before we go into the final 3 questions, do you have any questions for me, Scar, or about the channel in general before we continue?
No. I was when I was first contacted about doing this interview, I was really shocked to think that. I was the one who suggested it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, the guy that told me that I was recruited, I was like, oh, Scar Cosplay says that you should do this interview. I was like, but I'm not anybody. I literally do 3 characters on TikTok, so I was really surprised, but I was pleasantly surprised about how this went, and it's been a blast. I'm sorry if I talk long-winded. That's just how I am. I'm trying to fix it, but I'm a terrible person.
Oh no.
But recently episodes have been hitting like 30 minutes and asking all the questions. So hey, when we're at 42, I'm happy.
Alright.
So,
but it's been fine.
Awesome. So the final 3 questions. Scar, do you remember any of them? I was asking you because I know them all. I just wanted to see if you remembered any of them.
Would you ever come back on the show?
Oh, I would absolutely come back on the show. Hopefully by then I'll have a little more characters, a little more cosplay experience. But this was definitely fun. It was a blast to share my experience as I have it and share my love for Toku Nexo and Tokusatsu. It was great.
Awesome. The next question is, who would you like to see on the show in the future?
That's a good question. Does it have to be a cosplayer?
Pretty much anybody on anything, really. I guess.
I have 3, if that's okay.
Oh, say 20. We don't care.
So one, you guys have already done Awkward JoJo Pose. That was literally the first person I thought of, but you guys already did an interview with him. But my other 3 is Dragon Kirito, the guy that I showed you. He does so much Tokusatsu content, and he does actual like cosplay for them and like actual transformation videos, like edited. And it's on his channel if you want to go check it out. So he would definitely be one. Another person is Bucket Brown. It would be interesting to see what you guys, how that turns out with you guys. Just to see like who she is like beyond TikTok. Like we've seen it a little bit on Instagram, but just to see it in person, kind of thing, as in person as we can get it. And the last person is another person from one of those videos that I showed. Lego, my Mego. Her name is Megan. She's a wonderful human being, just the kindest person ever. She does a little bit of cosplay. She's actually like just starting to get into it. She has a Kill la Kill costume. She has a Junko Inoshima. She has a Harry Potter one, and she's a big nerd. Despite she'll deny it. But she's a big nerd. She loves Harry Potter. She loves Kingdom Hearts. She's a big nerd, and she's, like I said, she's a wonderful human being to talk to. And
now, have you tried getting her into Kamen Rider?
Huh?
Have you tried getting her into Kamen Rider?
No, I have not.
Not yet.
No, not yet. No, not yet. I haven't had like a big opportunity to talk to her like for an extended period of time, and when I talk about Kamen Rider, as you have seen from this episode, I go on and on and on and on and on. So if I was to talk to her about it, I would need like us literally chilling out somewhere doing absolutely nothing. I think she would enjoy it, but I would have to explain it properly, not as a like, oh, this is the most amazing thing. So there's this guy that transforms into a spandex. No, I have to like get into the details of why this is happening.
We need to make a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, as you can see, this is our hero. He is usually a fool or someone that just got his powers out of fucking nowhere. And then this is the other person who is usually a sad boy who had someone die in his life, and that's why he's usually better than the other person, but somehow, Goku has to go Super Saiyan 4 before everybody else.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
narrowing it down to the basics. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, hey. Yeah. So, Scar, do you have any other questions you would like to pop in before we end out the episode?
Mm-mm.
Awesome.
But I would like to say to Dev, thank you for creating the Toku Nexo tag, especially now that it's making me want to post TikTok more, because recently, within due to like work and the climate of my feed, it's making me kind of lose motivation to do stuff. And having this tag like Toku Nexo come out, and I can just do something like put on a hoodie and a rider, go off with people, is really giving me more motivation to post more. So for that, I am grateful. Thank you.
Before we head out, I just want to say, like, a lot of people have been saying that in my comments of my videos and in the Discord. People have been saying that, like, thank you for creating this. I really appreciate it. And one of the things is I don't take compliments. Like, I don't, because I feel like I'm just a regular person. And and this literally was by accident. I literally just started it with 3 people in mind, and I did not think it was going to be this big. But it makes me happy to see people enjoy something. It didn't matter what it was. It could have been literally anything else. But to see people enjoy themselves with anything is what I look forward to in life.
Awesome. Well, with that, I have to say that the episode is done. And thank you all for watching. I highly appreciate it. Thank you, Ben, for being on the show. I highly appreciate it. Thank you, Scar's Face, for finally showing up.
Yeah!
And thank you, Scar, for being here again. Now everybody actually gets to see your face. It's like magic. And once again, thank you all for watching. And at least I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.